Hello, 304. Sandy Riley back at you with another one. 304, as I said before, that I don't profess to know everything. And if I don't know the answer to something, I'm going to tell you. I'm just flat out going to tell you. I don't know the answer to that. I'll try to get an answer and get back with you as soon as possible. I don't have any problems with that. And so, why are you saying that, Riley? Because I need you to understand that I am not an engineer. I am not an architect or an architectural designer that that designs parks or layouts or that sort of thing. That's not my gig. Okay, I need y'all to understand, and I think you already do. And I'm saying that to say this: that if someone is looking to represent you and they have to ask the question of someone else or even of themselves, what are your plans for? Example, the expansion of the park in Silver Glen. I don't think that's an issue now, but what are your plans for the expansion of the Silver Glen Estates Park? Well, then they are telling you that they do not possess the requisite critical thinking skills to represent you as a member of your board of directors. Well, why do you say that, Riley? Well, here's why. You see, if you get a toothache, you're going to go to a dentist, right? If your car starts acting up, you're going to go to a mechanic. If your knee starts to bother you, you're going to go to perhaps an ortho. That's what your plan is. That's the extent of it. You go to an expert. Same thing applies with addressing the issues in our community. Let's say, for example, the water and sewage issue. You need to go to a professional. And how do you do that? And so 304, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to call this the Riley's AAA approach to dealing or handling the community's issues. So like I said earlier, that if you have a toothache, you go to a dentist. And what does that dentist do? The first thing that dentist may do is you tell them the problem, and he or she is going to do what? They're going to make an assessment of the issue. They may take x-rays. They're obviously going to look in there, perhaps ask you some detailed questions, etc., etc. They're assessing the situation. Same thing applies with, say, our water and sewage issue. The next thing, and these next two, they're interchangeable. They may not necessarily be in this order, but the second A is appropriations. Based on what the assessment tells you or tells the professional, it's going to determine how much it's going to cost, right? So we're going to get the appropriation, the resources, the money to facilitate taking care of your issue. And last, once the first two are in place, you're going to take action. The dentist, for example, he may recommend an extraction. He or she may recommend a root canal. He or she may recommend or provide you with a prescription, etc., etc. And this is the way that I plan on addressing every issue that may come up once you elect me to the board of directors. It seems it's very simple. It is the way that I approach my everyday life in my home. For example, if your water heater goes out, what are you going to do? You're going to call a plumber. The plumber's going to tell you. He's going to assess it, say your water heater's bad. Okay, how much is it going to cost? He tells you how much it's going to cost, your appropriations. Okay, once you figure out how much it's going to cost, he takes action and he fixes it. That isn't rocket science, 304. So there you go. That is Riley's plan, the AAA plan on how he or I'm going to attack or address 304's everyday issues. There's some variables. There are going to be some hiccups. Obviously, that's just the course of the cost of doing business, and we anticipate and expect that. But you get it. You understand what we're talking about, what we're trying to accomplish here, or what I'm saying here. So with that, 304, don't forget, vote for that guy. He's in position number 2, May 4th, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. for the Harris County 304's Board of Directors. Until next time, I bid you good day.